Oh, it is Monday. If you're listening live, this is Kliq This, the Kevin Nash podcast. I'm Sean. Hopefully, good. Kevin, I was a little worried you might have been meeting with a Russian mercenary planning a mutiny somewhere, but I'm glad that you're not.
I'm actually going over fucking the Iran attack plans with fucking Trump.
You're in the bathroom clearly then down at Mar-a-Lago. Taking sitting on the plastic, the uncapped. Someone pointed that out to me too. I was joking about the tackiness of the bathroom and the fact that this did not appear to be a luxury resort with the plastic Target bathroom and the uncovered tissue box. I didn't notice that. Someone pointed that out to me. Wouldn't you have a nice covered exterior for the tissues? But it was just like a Kleenex box thrown on the counter. Never ceases to amaze.
You can't take the Ramada out of a motherfucker.
No, you can take him out of the Ramada. You can't take the Ramada out of him. Listen, I opened with a joke, but how about that shit going? I'm wondering. So let's say your life is spared. Okay, let's say you're Prigozhin and you get exiled to Belarus.
Okay. Now,
what's the over-under on your lifespan?
Rule number one. Rule number one. At no time be higher than the ground floor, preferably the basement of any building.
Any building they put you in, right?
Yeah. Don't touch anything.
Don't eat.
Because they'll fucking crop dust that country with poison. It's like that dude. When they showed a picture of him, and they, he had the mercenaries who were behind him, and he was kind of walking around. I had such a flashback from Apocalypse Now.
He has a little bit of the Kurtz.
Where he was that he was Brando. I just love the fact that people are talking about shit that's going on. I could give two. I mean, we've got Trump dead to right now. That number one, he's going on the not even insanity but stupidity. That's his fucking. That's his. He actually said today, and I won't get it precise, but I'll get a ballpark, that he hadn't watched anything on the news, but he didn't say anything wrong. Well, the only place that they reported it was the news, and they basically gave a rundown with, they gave a visual of what he was talking about.
These are the recordings you're talking about, right? The recordings in regards to the documents. Yes.
That motherfucker, it's like, if he would have been the gunman with Kennedy, it would have been like, you know what? It was a beautiful shot. No matter how you look at it, it's just beautiful. I was told it was perfect. Still murder, motherfucker. Perfect shot. So, between him, Robert Kennedy Jr., jacked at Gold's Gym doing inclines, and Colonel Kurtz, 160 miles from Moscow before he decides to turn around. Like, gee, and who's to say he didn't, they took over Russian strongholds there. Like, you're going to tell me there's not a nuclear, after the conversation we had about a little NATO site having thousands, hundreds and thousands of nuclear weapons, but there wasn't one in that town that they turned around and went to?
The city of Rostov, right? Rostov-on-Don. And then how many jets? They shot down jets.
No, they knocked down 4 helicopters and a cargo plane.
There wasn't a fighter jet? I thought it was.
I think it was 4 of those. I think they're called like C-14s or some shit. I
Let me see. Let me bring up here. I want to see what the latest is.
right now, if I'm the
Uh,
CIA, I've got a tail on Jeremy Irons because he always plays the fucking Russian guy that gets
oh,
the
all
bogus
right.
nuclear weapon.
Yeah, it says within 24 hours of Wagner Group's rebellion, in which mercenaries shot down Russian fighter jets and took over the southern city of Rostov-on-Don, Prigozhin halted the militia's march on Moscow in a deal that allowed him to flee the country. What's the over-under? 6 months? God
Each
damn.
each day that he breathes, I think fucking it like how long do you let the guy sit there and count cards in your
Well, maybe
fucking
Belarus
casino?
is the first stop on the way to Argentina or something.
Maybe Belarus is the is the next stop after Ukraine.
Crazy thing. But that's like, that's this is unprecedented times here, and especially a lot of people are too young to remember the fears of Russia, the fear of cold. I wasn't born for the Cold War, the Kennedy Cold War, but certainly in the '80s before
Oh,
Gorbachev,
as I said, this is how things have changed. Things started out with fire drills, but when you had fire drills, you also had your nuke drills
under the desks.
under the desk, or you sat between you opened your locker and everybody opened your lockers and you got between the two lockers. I guess the guy on the end was just fucking. I guess he was taking all the radiation, but I
Sucks for
guess
the people on the top row though, huh, with the
no,
having
it
having
was
to
a
hop
lot.
up
Your
there.
lockers. There was
There,
there were
there was on the
full.
top and a bottom locker. Oh,
No,
oh,
no, not where not when.
okay.
This is old school, man. This is when you didn't leave that classroom. You didn't you didn't cross classes and shit. You just sat in that same classroom all day.
Right.
But you got a solid hour of recess.
Yard time.
Yeah, solid hour of yard time and 45 minutes of PE every day. Every fucking kid in your gym class could do the fucking pegboard and climb the rope. And
But
now it's fucking discrimination because a heavy person can't make it up the fucking row on a plane.
the what your point is there's an element for me anyway of like the here we go again with Russia, and now there's like some real action over there. It's not just the threat of having two superpowers, which in the '80s for me that's what it was. There was some posturing around the world, and certainly Afghanistan was. I don't want to go into that whole thing, but there was a vague threat that Russia could take us out, and we could take them out and destroy the planet in doing so. But now here we go.
Oh, I mean, it's always
We're
been.
involved in the Ukraine, and this is like lead story stuff. Just below CM Punk, of course. I just want to point that out. That this
Oh yeah, I mean,
number 2 on my feed.
it's probably 3 on mine. Yeah,
We got the
I mean,
Trump bathroom documents
yeah,
under this.
the fact that he actually like sent out for some cokes, while they're reading the documentation. I mean, just and I saw like round after round this week as I sat and dropped deuces. More and more people jumping onto the Biden, but it's that he's been assassinated, but it's people it's actors that are in prosthetics.
Oh, so it's not even like computer AI.
No, no,
they're gluing
it's Benjamin Button.
latex appliances. Tom
Yeah,
Savini is applying latex. Yeah.
It's Brad Pitt is actually playing right now Joe Biden this week. And he better hurry up and get whoever's playing the actors. If they're SAG actors, they better hurry up because we're going on strike
The
fucking
strike's coming, so
Friday.
we're going to see. I guarantee you, Biden will disappear for a while during
Yeah, he'll
that
have
strike.
to. Or the next thing you know, Screen Actors Guild will be standing out in front of Pennsylvania there, calling out the scab.
I was gonna say you'll just get scab actors to it,
Yeah,
like I
so
did for the Japanese animation. Maybe Oliver Gregory will make a return to the screen.
why
Um,
not?